Welcome back to the Mages Guild. Yeah, the Mages Guild. But today we are at the Leowen Mages Guild specifically because there's some side quests that that I mentioned I was going to go back to, and now I've finally reminded myself, hey, I should probably go do that. So we're going to go do that in this video. And we're looking for a Khajiit, but I do want to talk to the guild leader because she was like this huge like prophet lady. Said that we were destined for great things, so I just want to see her, see what she has to say about that. Now that I am the Archmage, you know.
I am at your service.
Damn right.
I hope I can.
Yeah, you don't have anything to say though.
Goodbye.
Oh, she's literally right here. Okay, convenient. To Gale.
Good day.
Oh, really?
Let me see your hand.
Oh, you don't actually have anything important.
The guild needs you, child.
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought you might have some new unique dialogue since you are this huge prophet and you said I was going to be destined for greatness, but okay, that's cool. Sadrasa.
Have you reconsidered?
Yes, certainly. Please proceed.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about it.
Yeah, so he mentioned some other stuff before. I don't know. It's been a while, though.
I want you to bring me as many of Garidan's tears as
Yeah, we missed the first half of this, but whatever. We'll survive.
for each one.
Alright, sounds easy enough.
I confess, I have a weakness for crystals of a magical nature.
Okay, I mean, sure, whatever, who cares?
Add these to my collection.
Alright, I mean, I don't really care that much, but yeah, sure.
This is a personal
Just give me the money,
you
bud.
must understand, just between you and I. The mages has nothing to do with it.
I love all the Khajiit voice actors. They're all so good. Garridan's Tears. Can you tell me more about them?
Tears are not just names. They're literally the frozen tears of a knight named Garidan Starus, who lived many years ago.
Curious.
I'm not certain what happened to the knight.
Like, probably froze.
Or why the
Yeah.
tears were frozen.
Probably because it was very
I do
cold.
know someone you could ask.
And who will not be?
Seek out Juliana Fannis at the Arcane University in the Imperial City.
I can do that.
She oversees the alchemy headquarters there.
Yeah, I think we've talked to her at least one time.
If anyone can help you get more information about these crystals, she can.
Alright, thank you, Sadrasa. Anything else you can say?
The tears are small crystals,
Yeah.
bluish in appearance. Quite beautiful, I'd imagine.
Damn, maybe I'll just keep them for myself. Just kidding, I don't need them.
Bring my salutations to Giuliani.
I will, sir.
Safe journey to you.
Thank you, sir. You just stay here. Alright, well, let's go speak with Julianne. I feel like it's kind of weird to be asking the Archmage for this kind of help. Romanus, what the hell are you doing out here, bro? Okay. Kind of odd. Julianne.
What can I help you with?
Can you tell me about Garridan's Tears?
You aren't the first person to go looking for those. Quite a remarkable story, really. I know a bit about
Well,
it.
bitch, tell me. Please, I wish to hear it. No tales working now. Please, I wish to hear it.
Certainly. Garidan was a knight who lorded over a small village of peaceful farmers.
Okay.
One harvest summer, there was a horrible drought.
Uh-oh.
The farmers appealed to Garidan to discover a solution. He spent
Bitch,
a
the
week
fuck?
consulting with sages until one of them mentioned a possibility. The sage told him of an artifact called the Everflow Ewer. The vessel, which looked like a silver pitcher, was said to supply endless water.
That sounds like some complete bullshit.
Yes, indeed. Legend has it that Garidan found the ewer, and that it was guarded by a fearsome creature. It is also said that the creature froze him.
Oh,
When
okay.
Garidan realized his quest was a failure, and he wouldn't be able to return and save the farmers, he began to shed some tears. As the ice enveloped
That's
him, some of his
unfortunate.
tears
Wait
were
to go
frozen
out.
as well. Some even say that the divine, Mara, took pity on the
I mean, how does one even know
to
that?
commemorate his kind heart.
Like, how did this story get out? The dude went out on his own and just
That's
died.
only a rumor, though. You know, if you're really interested in more, there's a book I read once called Nightfall.
Okay.
It may have more about Garidan.
Garridan, where can I find this book?
I think I saw a copy last time I was at the first edition bookshop in the Market District.
You always, every time you ever need a book, it is always first edition that you go to.
I wish I could tell you more about them, but that's all I remember from speaking to my colleagues here at the university.
Alright, fair enough. Well, let's go. Yep.
I'm glad to help. Give Sadrasa my regards.
Okay, I didn't give Sadrasa I didn't give you Sadrasa's regards. I ain't going to do the same. Nah.
You must be the Arcane University.
Bruh. Still? I'm the Archmage, bruh. Oh, that's so pathetic. I am literally the Archmage and you are still on this bullshit. The newest addition, bitch. I mean, the newest addition to the guilds is literally the Archmage. That's a pretty big change. Alright, we're looking for first edition, but we gotta wait for a day. I'm glad in Skyrim they changed it so that way certain rumors or dialogue options that guards have will actually change. And they'll actually talk about stuff that you've done in the game, You'll hear rumors about, all of the different quests that you've done. Especially the ones that are, in guilds. And to some extent that does happen in this game, but not that much. Alright, Fintius. I need to buy, I think the book was called Nightfall. Nightfall, alright.
That's just not reasonable.
Fuck off, Fint.
You need to make a bet.
Oh, you bastard. Alright, I've purchased Nightfall from Fintius at the first edition bookshop in the Market District. I should read it to find out more about Garden's Tears. Okay.
Be seeing you.
Nightfall. Alright, I'll read that part after. 14 pages. Throat. Excerpt from Nightfall, Tales of Heroism and Chivalry, edited by Corellian Adrenius. The Legend of Garridan Stalrus, as told by Jaron Aethelweld, squire and friend. And so it came to pass that on the first month before the harvest, nary a decent crop could be found in the drought-ridden fields of Formantal Glens. 27 families, their bellies sunken and empty, turned to their lordship who had been so fair to them in hard times before. The man ruled not with an iron gauntlet, but with the soft touch of silken kindness. My lord Garridan Stalrus, knight errant of Formantal Glens. I watched sadly as my lord Garridan looked out at the withered fields before him from his meager stone keep, and cursed the luck that tainted the skies and stopped the rain from falling. The families... Really? What kind of dude just does that? Turns to the skies and yells at it. The families in his charge would not last the winter, which was always bitter and cold in the northern reaches of the Gerals. His own supply of grain was already picked clean. There was barely enough to sustain him for the months ahead. I know if my lord had the food there, he would have shared it gladly, allowing his charges to pay him back in whatever time or manner they could afford, and in some cases, to those in dire need, give it to them without costs. Something had to be done, and it had to be done soon. Sparing not a drake, Garridan paid for the best sages he could find, and used the rest to buy as much surplus grain as he could wrest from the neighboring domains. God, I am struggling to read this right now. A month passed and nothing surfaced. Winter's icy tendrils would soon creep across Formantal Glens, causing the green to disappear from the landscape. Families would have to huddle close to their hearths, keeping warm and rationing the bits of food Garridan had given them. I could see Garridan's patience, which was immense, mind you, wearing thin. He told me he considered selling his keep, his belongings, anything to keep his people alive. If only the harvest would yield more, they'd be saved. Then, as if Mara herself answered his prayers, a sage entered Garridan's keep with the answer. Legend told of a vessel of sorts from which water would pour endlessly, known as the Everflow Ewer. Some said the divines themselves created it. Others thought perhaps a powerful sorcerer enchanted it. Wherever it was from, Garridan knew this could be his chance. Following the directions from the sage, my lord and I set out to recover the Ewer ship, and rid Farmantle Glens of the drought. It took days to reach the entrance to the place. After we passed through a winding passage, we finally came to an odd door covered in mystical symbols. As the sage instructed, my lord touched some refined frost salt, okay, that seems important, to the door. The ancient stone door opened, and we proceeded into the glade. A cave cut into a hillside led into a small glade of trees. In the center of the glade, flanked by two standing stones, was a stone altar. On the altar, seemingly glowing with inner light, was the ewer. Cut from crystal, the vessel was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Water filled it to the very top, and as legend held, would never diminish as the liquid decanted from it. Eager to return to his domain, Garridan grasped the ewer in hand. It's essentially just a Minecraft bucket, let's be honest. Suddenly, the ground trembled as though the mountains themselves were angered. The sky changed from sunlit blue to dreary gray. Even the ring of trees forming the glade seemed to bend away slightly from the altar, as if fearing what was to come. Then, with no warning, one of the standing stones cracked and exploded. My gaze froze and my heart fell as I looked upon the guardian of the glade, a huge creature seemingly cut from the very same crystal. As the ewer stepped forth and growled menacingly at my master, the air around it became very cold, as if it was born from the glaciers of the northern mountains. This was a being of ice, living, breathing ice. Knowing this game, there's a 100% chance that it is literally just a frost atronach. Garridan shouted at me to run as he drew his blade. Still clutching the ewer in one hand, he gave a mighty swing at the ice creature. When the forged steel struck home, it gave a resounding ring and merely chipped the beast as a spike would when driven against the hardest of rocks. Never showing fear, my lord swung again, and each blow being harmlessly deflected away. Then, a single and mighty blow from the ice creature knocked my lord down. His blade slid away, and he lay on the forest floor, looking up into the crystalline eyes of his death. The ice creature raised its arm again for the fatal blow and brought it down hard at Garridan's prone form. I don't know why he did it. Perhaps it was an instinct, perhaps a moment's lapse in judgment, but my lord lifted the Everflow ewer defensively as he got up to a kneeling position. The blow from the creature connected with the vessel, creating an ear-splitting crash. There was the sound of water splashing and a horrible cracking noise as the sundered pitcher sent waves of freezing water in all directions. Even as I watched, the liquid covered the ice creature and my poor master. They seemed suspended in place, as if frozen solid. At the time, I didn't know how true my thoughts had become. As I watched in horror, they were encased in a tomb of pure ice. I could see Garridan's face as the ice overtook him, and I could swear he was crying. A few of his hairs froze and fell to the ground at his feet like beautiful blue crystals. He knew he'd failed his mission. His people would starve, and he was responsible. Oh, goddamn, that's harsh. Frost and ice covered everything in the glade now. The trees, the rocks, the soil, everything. It was then I became aware that the very air around me began to freeze. It was like a cold winter's night at first, and then it rapidly became worse. The cold was so bad it turned into a sort of frozen heat. It began to burn. My throat became tight, and breathing became difficult. I began to lose feeling in my arms and legs, and my vision was beginning to blur. I had to escape this icy glade and tell Garridan's story. It was the least I could do for such a noble man. With every bit of strength I could muster, I ran from the frost fire and back through the cave. I barely escaped with my life. My journey back to the domain of Garridan was a sad one. My heart was heavy, my mind clouded with misery. He was a good man, the greatest I'd ever known. To die like that was no way for such an honorable knight to end his life. I mean, I guess it's a pretty good way to die, I'm not gonna lie, but whatever. When I finally reached, that's a legendary way to go out, I'm not gonna lie. As far as this game goes, it's pretty sick. When I finally reached the outskirts of Farmantle Glen, the farmers were waiting for me. I was ready to tell them the sad news, but they raised a cheer of great joy. They told me that only a week ago, a strange, bluish, glowing rain fell on their fields, and that the next day the crops began to grow, as if there had never been a drought. A week ago was exactly when my master was frozen in that horrible glade, and his tears froze like bluish raindrops frozen in time. I looked up at the heavens, and the twinkling lights suddenly gave me great comfort. I thanked Mara and headed home. Wow, that is actually a really cool story. So Garridan did go out a hero. He even succeeded. Would you look at that? And I'm guessing that you were probably, it sounds like that you were broke, so we're not going to be able to get that, unfortunately. But the tears are apparently a real thing. We know how the hell this story is a real thing. It's because someone else accompanied him there. And we also learned that the cold is so bad that it feels like it's burning you. Some pretty important information. Alright. Tears the Savior. Nightfall tells the tale of Garridan and the quest for the Everflow Ewer at a place known as Frostfire Glade. Oh yeah, we also found out where it is. Also very important. It is supposedly located in the mountains near Bruma. Using some of the references from the story, I was able to pinpoint it on my map. The book, well, I've also already been there, but whatever. The book also mentions needing special refined frost salts to get into the glade. I should speak to Julianne Fanis about this. True, that was also some very important information that we learned from the book. Julianne, since when do you hang out in here? I've never seen you hanging out in here. Do you have any refined frost salts?
Yes, I have them for sale.
Oh, perfect.
If you'd like to buy some, feel free.
Is that fuck?
They're top quality.
I'm the archmage. I feel like eventually you need to reach the point in this game where it's just like, or when you get to a high enough rank within the guild, people will just like help you out when they need to. All right, let's buy all 5. I've acquired refined frost salts from Julianne. I should now make my way to Frostfire Glade. Cool. Salts.
Sorry, that's all I have.
Yep.
The refining process is quite costly and very tedious.
Bitch, that was only 200 gold. That shit was so cheap. Yep. Alright, to Frostfire Glade we go. You know, yeah, this place isn't even in the snowy areas. In fact, I cannot even see snowy areas from over here. So this is quite strange. But whatever, Frostfire Cave. Oh! Hey, buddy. Oh, I gotta get used to... Pop. I gotta get used to doing this again. Okay. And then fire. Alright, bud. Pop, pop. 3. Do that. Burn ya. Yeah, that's just gonna take a very long time. Especially when it's been a little while, trying to relearn all those buttons. Whatever, we just gotta focus on what we can focus on. Oh god, that slow effect is so absurd. Okay. You, I can snag Yoshel. I'm gonna keep on accidentally misclicking between 5 and 4. Alright, Soul Trap, Fire. Yeah, keep it moving. Oh, okay. I was expecting this place to be a little bit larger. Alright, this is like literally right here. Dumbass rat. I've arrived at the entrance to Frostfire Glade. Like the book describes, the refined frost salts are in my hand. All I must do is open the seal by touching it. Well, they're not actually in my hand. They're more in my bag, but that's okay. This is pretty dope looking. Huh. Entrance to Frostfire Glade. I've entered Frostfire Glade. The entire area seems filled with a swirling, freezing mist. The extreme cold in this place is unbearable without magical protection. The glade is true to its namesake. The frost burns as if it was fire. I should now carefully begin searching for Garriden's Tears. Well, I am resistant to 80% of magic. Also, how the fuck do I know that? I'm not even in that area yet. You mean to tell me that there's just this... We are still, like, just in a regular old forest, and then suddenly... Oh, this looks fucking dope. Oh! Okay, that's fine. It's not really doing a lot of damage. Oh, hello, sir. Frostfire Atronach Glade Lord. Well, my weapon's way too OP for you, bro. Brother, you ain't doing shit. God damn, okay, that is kind of hurting. Well, that's the enemy that defeated him. Now, where the hell... Okay, god damn, is this bright as hell. Holy shit, dude, what? In the center of Frostfire Glade, I've discovered an astonishing sight. Garriden himself locked in an eternal frozen struggle with the huge frost Atronach. It appears that Garriden had dropped his weapon and was using the ewer to protect himself. The Atronach smashed the ewer, which must have reacted with the magical waters and froze everything in sight. Everything solid. A sad end for such a noble knight. Okay, yeah, so the story is true, is essentially the gist of what we just got. Oh, you can see the ewer right there. By the way, if you don't have any magic resistance, this will likely kill you very quickly. Also, goddamn, it's very hard to see, but yeah, this is probably the best view. You can see the frost Atronach. Looks a lot more white. Blocking. Attacking the guy. You can see the ewer in his hand a little bit. It's hard to see, but it's right there. And it's shattered. There's also his sword on the ground, but you can't grab any of that, which is unfortunate. Would be cool if you could. Okay, so now we need to look for his tears. And I remember this always sucks because his tears are like stupidly tiny. Yeah, and they're just extremely hard to find. Yeah, like they look like this. They blend in so perfectly. I found one of Garriden's tears. I should continue searching, as there may be more. I'm like, god damn, it is bright as hell. Found another one. Alright. Yes, if you're low level and you don't have a lot of health, then this will kind of fuck you up. Alright. Goddamn, how many are there? It's a good thing they're actually standing out pretty well. Oh, that would really suck if this guy fell on top of one. Well, I really hope he didn't. Because if he did, then, well, I'm kind of fucked. Ooh. Ah, sweet. Okay, that was easy. I found the fifth and final one of Garriden's tears. How do we know there's only 5? I can now return to Zadrasa and Leowyn for my hard-earned reward, and perhaps a warm fire. Ha 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 ha. Get one, bruh. That's funny. Yeah, because it's so cold over here. Brr. Well, that was a lot easier than I was expecting that to be. I thought this place was a lot larger, but I guess not. Oh yeah, I knew this outside area was super tiny, but... Can I get a good thumbnail with these two? Or is it going to be way too shiny? Yeah, it's way too shiny. Alright. Am I allowed to fast travel from here? I feel like I'm probably not. Yeah, no. That's fine. It's a tiny place, so it's just okay. Man, that hero really fell to a Frost Atronach. I know he's a special Frost Atronach, but it's still just a Frost Atronach. Well, that's pretty embarrassing. I mean, I guess there were 2 of them, but like, come on, bro. Alright, so we return with Garriden's Tears. So Jarasa, I'm back, bud. It's been like 2 days, not even.
You look like you've seen some travel.
I've seen a hell of a lot of travel, but never mind that.
I get...
Refines Frostsalts?
Yes, I've heard of mages who seal portals with an ingredient as a key.
Curious.
Makes the door impossible to lockpick.
Well, why the hell isn't that used way more often?
Sounds like something that Juliana would specialize in. You may want to go back to the university and speak to her.
Alright, well, already did that. Weird that that's even an option for dialogue with Sadrasa, but whatever. Garriden's Tears.
You found 5 of the tears?
5?
Fantastic. This turned out better than I expected. Perhaps a little bit of a bonus is in order.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's actually a lot of money. I was expecting like 1,000 gold, to be honest. Maybe like 1,400 max, but okay. Anything else?
You're the pride of my collection.
Sweet. Well, you're welcome, bud.
The tears look beautiful in my collection. 1,000 thanks once again.
Okay, can I steal those tears back, though? Ah. Where'd you put those tears? Alright, well, if we leave, then we come back, apparently. Now the tears are going to be in display case. We may have to come back here at a later point. Let's step outside and then, like, wait a day. Okay, it's been a full day later. And now maybe the tears are actually in... Yeah, okay. There we go. Now they're... What the fuck? Okay, now they've loaded in. And now we may steal them. Hopefully the guy doesn't mind. And goddamn, like, depending on where you're standing, they keep going, oh, these are legal for me to take? The fuck? Oh, after all that. Needs a key. The hell? Dappa. Oh, you still asleep, huh, bud? Well, so Jarasa. Oh, you don't even have the key. Damn it. Are you gonna be mad that I just took those? They were legal for me to take, though, which is very strange. Okay, but I know who the fuck you are. Yeah, about that. Yep.
Well met.
Well, hopefully these guys don't mind or didn't notice.
Goodbye.
Because now we have gotten the gold, we have uncovered the hidden story, the mystery of Garriden, Garriden, explored Frostfire Glade, all that jazz. Recovered some refined frost salts. Do we still have those? Yeah, we do. Alright. And we have 5 of Garriden's Tears that will just get locked away in a chest in our own place instead of in this display case. So, yeah. That's cool. So, yeah, fuck this rain, actually. So, with that, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier. Oh.
The time passes by so slow.
Alright, goodbye.
Cause I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you. I don't even know how to cope without you. Cause I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you. I don't even know how to cope without you.